ages. It's been ages. So I am hosting Friendsgiving. And if you know me in real life, you know that I have been someone who loves to put get-togethers, like loves hosting for literally years. And when I had my house in in KC, I had the space to do a lot of like really fun things. But now moving back abroad, I don't really have that much space except for this apartment. So I'm hosting Friendsgiving. So I'm just gonna like film this Friendsgiving process and like getting organized. So I went shopping today, and this is like the vibe. Maybe I should turn it the other way. So this is what we have so far. Okay, don't mind this. It's a disaster. Yeah, but I just wanted to see what it looked like, because in my brain it looked a certain way. And I wanted to see how it looked in real life. So let's just go through. These coasters were actually already in the house, and there's 8 of them, which is crazy. There's 10 of us. And then I had these Costa Rica coasters that are still kind of the same brown, because we're working with what we have. Okay, so I got these from a place called Day to Day. So this is like the plate, and this is the tablecloth. So then a smaller plate here, and then these napkins are so freaking cute. And then I just wrapped it with twine, and then 2 little cinnamon sticks, which I got from an article that I saw. And I just think it looks so nice. So I'm playing around with the candles, because, so I have these bigger tea light candles, and then these here that I just like stuck into these little circle containers. And then I literally had these chairs that matched this table. These chairs came with the apartment. And then I have 2 chairs on the patio that I need to like hose down to put on the end for those 2. So this is kind of what it looks like so far. I'm gonna make a garland, a DIY like orange garland, dried orange, that's gonna go around the center of the table, and we'll kind of see how that looks. But I am low-key obsessed with how it looks just like off, you know, right now. I think it looks super cute. Anyways, part 1 done. Okay, I'm going to the gym, but I wanted to show you. So I took everything off the table because I needed to wash it, because that's how crazy I am. When I came home yesterday, I was so excited to put everything together. I didn't wash anything. So I took the tablecloth off. Everything is in the washer, but I want to show you. Please tell me this is not like, are you joking? Are they not so cute? I wish they didn't come backwards, but like, it's little name cards for everyone with the little leaves, please. And then tonight I'm gonna make a menu. I think what I'm gonna do is get those like frames, like those IKEA frames. There's no IKEA by me, but there's a store that's similar that has the frame. And then I'll just set like a double-sided menu on both sides of the table. So one in the center of the first one, and then one in the second one. That's what I'm thinking. But then I wanted to like give each different food an individual label. I need to debate on this, on how I want to do it. Because I think a full menu on the tables is like, that would eat. Like, it would be so cute. But I also like the idea of individual labels. So like, I mean, but I feel like if I do the full menu, everybody will be able to tell what the things are once they get there, you know? I don't know. I need to stay on top of my training plan for the half marathon, because I really want to shave off about 30 minutes of time. So I'll process it then. Okay, so this is Wednesday. My house is a disaster. Like, it just, Thanksgiving prep, like this is wowza. A couple things. I washed all of the napkins and towels and everything. I wanted to try those like DIY ice flower balls. So I made some. I'm nervous about how they're gonna turn out. So they're in here. I shouldn't even be touching this. I had some leftover chrysanthemums from my weekly flowers, and I just used those. So I just finished putting the sweet potatoes in the air fryer, because I want to turn the oven on for the sweet potato pie. I used to boil them, and then I saw something about baking them. I was like, let me try that. So it's just these 4 4 sweet potatoes will make 2 pies. And so I could not find like regular, the regular crust, like, you know, like a Keebler crust that we would use. So I used the last 2 years a short crust pastry. Here, so I have 2 of those. And then I'm gonna make also the Biscoff cheesecake tonight. So all pies will be done. And then I'm making a vegetarian dish because I have 2 vegetarians coming, and I think I'm gonna make the recipe that I found. He said if you make it like 2 days before and let it marinate, like it's really good. So I think I'm gonna also go ahead and make the filling for that also, and then that's gonna be stuffed inside puff pastry. I'm gonna try to do those little lattice braid things. And yeah, so that's the prep for tonight. And I also need to shred the cheese for the mac and cheese. So actually I have probably about 3-ish hours of solid work to do, which is fine because I'm super excited. And then I have the chickens thawing out because I froze them when I got them so they could be, you know, still fresh. So yeah, Biscoff cheesecake, 2 sweet potato pies, shred everything for the mac and cheese, and then the filling for the vegetarian dish. And then I like the cranberries. My store didn't have them, so I ordered online. And this was all the cranberries that I got. And I feel like this is not enough for cranberry sauce. But I might just have to make do what we have. Maybe I'll do some extra smushing. So I need to also make the cranberry sauce, to be honest. So anyways, so basically, I need to shut the hell up and get to work. Is a sweet potato pie. This is actually a recipe that I sat and measured and made based off how my mom always made it. Because, you know, the older generation, they don't be using seasonings for stuff like this. And I am not a baker. I'm a great cook, but not a baker. But I'm like, if I'm gonna make a pie, I need to do it from scratch. So one year I literally was going half a teaspoon by half a teaspoon to measure each seasoning until I kind of got the flavor palette that I feel like was closest to what my mom makes. So there's 4 sweet potatoes in here, a can of sweetened condensed milk, half cup of brown sugar, 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. And that makes 2 pies. So either 4 small baked potatoes or 2 really ginormous baked potatoes. So I'm just gonna blend this. And then, like I said, I baked the sweet potatoes. So they're good, and I'll let them cool on the foil, and I'm just gonna blend them up and bake them. So it literally, the crust, I'm so worried. I'm so concerned. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very concerned. So it makes 2 perfect pies. So I'm gonna bake these, what do I do, 350? For about 45 minutes. 350, 325? What do I bake that? Okay, so the pies are done. I really gotta either learn how to make pie crust or find wherever the hell, or order some, because these crusts are not doing it for me, but I'm gonna show y'all anyway. This is one. Like, look at this ghetto crust. I'm not too worried about it because I know the flavor is gonna be bomb, but I'm very mad about the crust. So my next task, maybe I'll do that over Christmas break, is to learn how to make a homemade crust, because this is not it. If I can't get the good old pre-made ones that already come in the tin, then I'm gonna just have to start making it because I don't like the shortbread one. Okay, my vegetarian Wellington. I'm not gonna hold you. This shit kind of fire. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so I meant to show y'all, but I just got cut up. It's mushrooms. Let me show you the pan. So it's celery, onions, garlic, carrots, mushroom, and spinach. I chopped up the onion. I put the celery, carrots, and mushrooms in my little chopper. And then I just sauteed everything together. Salt, pepper, smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of oregano, a lot of rosemary, sage, and thyme. And I've been sauteing it, and I'm not gonna lie, for a bunch of vegetables blended together, that shit fire. So the next step is the recipe I found. I kind of tweaked it a little bit. He added some other stuff that I didn't put in there because I just feel like I don't need to do all that. but he said if you let it sit up to 2 days prior, it gets better. So today's Wednesday night. So I'm gonna let it marinate in the fridge tonight, or basically tomorrow. And then Friday, put it in the puff pastry and then bake it. But it's actually pretty good. I'm serious. I got the vegetarian. Biscoff cheesecake. Oh my god, the batter's so good. So now this just needs to set in the fridge. I look a hot mess, but it's fine. Mac and cheese is done. Oh, I should have showed you before I covered it. What did I do today? Mac and cheese, cranberry sauce. I need to marinate the chickens. And then make this feta dip that's gonna go under the broccoli. And then the living room has to get knocked out tonight. Like it has to. So this is the living room is currently looking like. I made the garland. I need to practice my dried cranberry or dried orange skills, but they look okay. I'm okay with it. I wish they all looked more like this one. Anyway, so it's finished. So now I need to move out my desk and fix the couch up. This is like it's a hot mess in here. So my goal tonight is to have the living room set up because I don't want to do that tomorrow. I want everything to be completely done. So these will be cold and ice, and the flour will go in there. Water, these pitchers will be full of sangria. So this is how we're looking so far. I took my desk out, and then here's the tablecloth. I need to get those 2 chairs off the patio. So when everybody comes in, just ignore this disaster. I'm gonna put like a little tree branch thing in here and have everybody like write something they're thankful for and hang it from there. Then I'm gonna make a little pumpkin like cheese ball here. And then I set up the drink station here. I'm gonna put these in the fridge overnight. Oh, let me show y'all the flower. So I opened one because I'm an erotic psychopath, and it's okay. I need someone to hold the thing for me, like hold the balloon open. So it's okay. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Okay, I'm officially done with the table. I just put the garland just straight down the middle. It's not super long. And maybe from here, and I just put some candles up there, and then candles here. Okay, I couldn't resist lighting the candles just to kind of see how it looks, and I think it's very pretty. So this is how I'm spending my morning. I hope it comes out okay. Oh my god, yeah, you're a full trip. It's like an on arrival. I've been there. That's my bucket list already. It's like, no,
Y'all remember y'all met at brunch? Y'all remember y'all met at brunch? Yes. My birthday. Yes. You want lunch, right?
Yeah.